This is one of the horror stories. It is out of love that I find myself in St. Catherine's Cemetery on a cloudy night, with an oil lamp in one hand and a shovel in the other. I will not lie. My stomach roils just as the sea churns nearby, and I search every howl of the wind for the constable's whistle and every looming shadow for a mob. Master Harley's eyes are wild and his hair, normally kempt, tears madly at the sky. He is an apparition, and had I courage, I would have stopped him ere we set out this eve. But there is color in his pallid skin again, and he grins. The first smile I'd seen in months. Nearly there. He sings, and he gambles with the excited energy of a truant schoolboy enjoying a long spring day. I pledged my loyalty to this man, who had once rescued me from a vile life of poverty and violence. And when I swore I would do anything to pull him out of his depths, those fathomless murky waters I feared would extinguish his bright flame, I meant it. But I never imagined this. What a cruel world, to pit my oath against my deeds, and damn me both ways. We're here, he speaks, and the wind dies. I hold my breath, and now, help me dig. Oh Lord, forgive me. My shovel strikes the earth. ***, I was born an orphan. My father was the drunken flick of a knife at night, and my mother was the end of the streets. My brother was called cold, and my sister was hunger, and she never left my side. I fought for every penny and food scrap with the other alley beasts, though there was one beautiful autumn where I found uncommon kinship with a mangy cur I named King. We watched out for each other, and for the first time in my life, I felt something more than base need. The frozen coal within my chest was struck by a spark and smoldered. One early winter morning, King ran into the street and under the wheels of a rich man's carriage. I carry his final yelp with me to this day. I hardened my heart and turned to theft, and when I'd scrimped enough coin and foes, I left the wretched city of my birth. Years later, Master Hartley caught me in his stables trying to make off with his horse, and he was greatly moved by my piteous life. Instead of calling for the bailiff, he offered me a meal and a job. For all men are entitled to forgiveness if they should so ask. His belief in goodness was unwavering, an absolute certainty that with time and effort even the worst of the world's ills could be repaired, and in his charitable view that included even me. It was then I swore my life to him. More than a warm meal and a kind word, he showed me how I could pull myself out of the muck. He showed me purpose. I worked in his stables and on his grounds tirelessly, ever looking for the next thing to repair or the next worry that weighed on Master's mind. I threw myself at these with all I was worth so that he might have peace, and I would have lived and died happily if this was all I did in life.